Ninajirachi. Great to see you.
Great to see you. Thanks for having me.
No worries at all. Massive congratulations on the ARIAs. You were the most nominated artist of 2025, winning Best Solo Artist, Michael Gudinski Breakthrough Artist, and Best Independent Release. First of all, where are those trophies actually living right now? Have you found a spot for them?
Oh, thank you. I haven't yet. I'm
No.
traveling around a lot, so
Mhm.
they are in the safe hands of my dear friend. They've been
Right.
picked up and my friend is taking care of them. But yeah, they actually are like pretty pointy. I think they take them off you on the night because it's kind of hazardous. But yeah,
Right. Yeah. It's
I've
quite.
got them back. Yeah.
Olivia Dean hands you Best Solo Artist, which is crazy because you just watched her perform and then she's saying your name. Now, on paper, it read International Superstar presents trophy to Australian newcomer. But in your head, what's the headline of that moment?
Yeah, that was crazy. She's so awesome too. I saw her play at Laneway Festival earlier this year. On this, like I was on the lineup too. So yeah, she was amazing. And yeah, her show was sick, and it was so cool that she was there on the night. Yeah, I was that was an award I was not expecting to win at all. I mean, the other two, I felt like I was kind of in the race. Like, all of the nominations were a shock in the first place. And then but the first two, I felt like, okay, this is a maybe. And then what after those two, I'd kind of just written off the rest of the night. I thought like, wow, I've won two trophies and I'm so happy. And then yeah, that was just yeah, completely crazy. So yeah, I mean, I guess that's a headline for sure. I mean, I don't feel like a newcomer to making music, but I'm definitely a newcomer to this world of awards and stuff. I've really never done any of this kind of thing before, like in
Absolutely.
general.
Well, you truly deserve it. You're incredible. The album, I Love My Computer, you've said it's basically all your tastes and influences from your whole life in one place. Now, if each track was labeled with the age of you that shows up most in it, which song would have the youngest number written on the file and which would have the oldest?
That's a good question. I don't know if my album shows every part of my taste from my whole life because I was trying to kind of curate it nicely and have a palette. So it's a very like specific and big part of my taste. But yeah, there's maybe one day I'll make a guitar album that shows another side of my taste. But yeah, I guess
Sure.
the earliest so is it sorry, is it the earliest age of
Yeah.
music
Which song
taste
would
that
have the
I was
youngest?
referencing?
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, that's a good question. I think oh, maybe like, well, my first favorite artist when I was a kid was Lady Gaga. I don't know if there are really any Gaga songs on my album. I just really don't have a voice like that. But maybe, I loved the song Teenage Crime when I was a kid, and that was a bit of a reference for iPod Touch. So maybe 10 or 11,
Yeah.
age 10 or 11 is the earliest. The latest? It's a good question. I'm trying to think through all the songs as
Yeah, yeah.
well. Maybe delete because of the subject matter. I mean, that's less of a musical taste thing, more of just like a lyrical topic, but
Yeah.
that's maybe the most adult one. Or
Sure.
fuck my computer. I don't
Yeah,
know, one
that
of
one
the
I was
two.
going to say that as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
iPod Touch is one of the tracks on there, which is getting massive attention. Every time I play it on my radio show, I get so many DMs and comments saying, "Can you just play it on loop? Like, can we just have more Nina Girachi?"
Oh
So I'm
wow.
thinking of actually
Oh, thank
dedicating
you.
a whole show to you. Just play Nina Girachi from start to end. But
Oh
if
my
you could
God.
plug your actual old iPod into the desk right now and hit shuffle, what's that one track you'd secretly hoping comes up?
One song from that time.
Yeah.
Whoa, there are so many. I mean, you know what? I actually have a playlist. I'm gonna pull it up real quick.
Hmm.
I have a playlist. It's not definitive, but I tried to make a playlist that's like all of my favorite songs from my whole life.
Wow.
Just like the really special ones,
Yeah.
like really, really special ones that I have and it's chronological. And if I have like a special album, I'm only allowed to add one song from the album
Right.
to it. From that time, from my iPod Touch, maybe oh my God, maybe Crave You Adventure Club remix
Okay.
or Hyper Paradise Flume remix,
Hmm.
maybe Icarus by Madian, uh, the Night Out Madian remix.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that Lucid Dreams by Matt Zoe, Household Goods by Teed, Windfish by Lindsay Lohan. I could go on and on.
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm
we could
giving
be
you a
here
whole
all day.
playlist now.
That's all good. No, no
Yeah.
worries at all. I find that there's a real sweetness, but also a sting in the way you do sing those memories. It really feels like you're standing in two timelines at once. So I am curious, when you do think about that era, what's the part of that time in your life you're glad is over, even though you do miss it?
That's a good question. Maybe how insecure and unsure of myself I felt, and how embarrassed I felt about some of my taste and interests, just because I didn't have any friends who were really into the same music as me, or were into some of the same hobbies, and I felt like that meant I had to keep it to myself, or it wasn't like a viable or interesting thing. Or yeah, I guess maybe I'm glad now that I have a lot of friends who I mean, I still have all of my childhood friends as well, but now I'm glad that I have more people to share the music taste that I have with, and to make music with, and things like that. And I think when you become an adult, you get a lot more confident and sure of yourself in general, and that feels better than being an insecure kid.
Absolutely. Now, allow me to kick out, if you don't mind. You started volunteering at FBI Radio at 16. I'm here in Adelaide doing my own community radio shifts. Do be honest here. Do you remember the exact sentence you said the first time your voice went live to air?
Yeah, I actually only did 1 week at FBI and I never spoke on air because I was too shy. They
Mm-hmm.
they offered me one day. They were like, "Do you want to say something? Do you want to introduce a song?" And I
Yeah.
was so shy. But so I was, yeah, in year 10 at school, and we had to do a week of volunteering, like, for school. Like, we had to pick a business and, like, ask to intern there for a week kind of for free or whatever. And I went to FBI, and I just did whatever they asked me to do. A lot of it was just like ordering receipts by date, or like doing coffee runs, or like reorganizing the CD library alphabetically. Like, I think they were just trying to make me busy, but they were so sweet to me. And I also assisted Ruby Miles a lot, who was producing at the time there, and that was where I first met her, and helping her like log the playlist. I was answering the phone, I was like forwarding phone calls. Yeah, so I didn't do any presenting though.
No
I
presenting?
I would
No.
have loved to, but I was so shy.
You've said your parents were kind of ravers in the 90s. They had Daft Punk playing, The Prodigy. All of that was playing in the house while you were a kid on GarageBand, making your own beats. But I want to have a bit of fun here. If your mum and dad got to DJ a 20-minute Ninajirachi origin story set before you walk on stage, what are three songs that they absolutely have to play for you to feel properly introduced?
Oh, like music that they might have shown me, do you
Yeah,
think?
yeah,
Is
sure.
that the okay? Definitely Walking on a Dream by Empire of the Sun.
Mhm.
uh Pictures by Sneaky Sound System,
Yeah.
and Love at First Sight by Kylie Minogue.
Oh, come on, all great picks. You're playing Coachella and Primavera next year, but the Enmore Theatre in Sydney feels really sentimental, and you are getting the chance to perform there as part of your Aussie tour next year in July for Dark Crystal 5. I am curious, if your Enmore show had a secret guest, the person who inspired you the most, who would it be? Who would you want there to be at the front row cheering you on?
Wow. Yeah, it is a really sentimental venue to me, because I saw maybe my first like 10 shows there ever as a teenager. My first show that I ever saw, first live music experience, was a Porter Robinson DJ set, under 18's matinee DJ set in 2013. And yeah, that was my first time going to a concert, and it was at the Enmore. So maybe we could trade places. Maybe he could come to my Enmore show next year if he's
Definitely.
free.
Absolutely. I'm sure you had many EDM heroes growing up, but if you became that person for some kid who grows up on this album, what would you want to do differently to the artists you idolized?
Mm, that's a good question. Well, I don't know. I think maybe, I guess, like, the world is so different to the way it was. Like, the music world and the world in general is so different to the way it was when I was growing up listening to my favorite artists. So the way that I guess, interface with my peers and listeners, and the way I share music is so different to the way anyone was doing it. I'm trying to think. I don't. I've never really spent time looking for flaws in the careers of my heroes, so it's really hard to say. I mean, I guess, I'm stoked to have a lot of girl producer collaborators. It seems like it's way more normal to be a girl producer now than when I was growing up. So yeah, but that's not really something I'm consciously thinking about. I'm just kind of living my life, I guess, in 2025.
Totally. And you're doing an amazing job of it. Nina, they are giving me the wrap up. You are a force to be reckoned with. I really appreciate you taking the time and for letting everyone who grew up online see just how far a kid with a laptop and a big imagination can go. So, seriously, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you so much for having me, and thanks for such thoughtful, researched questions. I really appreciate that. Thank you.